phone and say you need me, baby.
We back, man. Welcome to episode 27 of the Ryan Leatch podcast, y'all.
Yes,
we gonna do the Iceman review. I got with me my partner Christian, bro. Y'all remember from them early episodes, for my dedicated, viewers. Y'all remember, bro, from them early episodes, man. Glad to have you back, Brody.
Hey, it's always good to tap in with you, man. We back at it.
Now, I know Iceman just dropped, and I know, people got their views on it, but we gonna keep this shit raw, we gonna keep it uncut, and we gonna keep it, we gonna do what we do. Now, before we start, man, we are not Drake fans, we not Kendrick stans, we not Drake stans. My favorite rapper is Future. Who your favorite rapper?
Right now, I'd say it's Mike out of New York.
Yes. Yeah. So we not, we not no Kendrick stans, we not no Drake stans. We are unbiased fans. We just gonna go track by track, and we gonna talk about these disses, man. Now, if you know us two, we huge rap fans. Like, this is all we talk about. We talk about these disses. We talk about Drake. We talk about Kendrick. We even talk about Cole. And we've been keeping up with this beef. Y'all just got hit to this beef 2 years ago. If you know, they've been doing this stuff for decades, bro, since we was youngins, bro.
Subliminals just back and forth. But, it's deep.
It's deep. It's deep. It's really getting deep.
But I think where it is right now, I got a lot of opinions on it, but it's just, we'll get into that.
Let's get it, man. So we just gonna go track by track, man. The first song, Make Them Cry, to me, he was really just getting into everything. It was some disses, but we go diss by diss, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like, it's hundreds of disses in here that we know about. It's still subliminal stuff. It's some stuff between them and the other rappers that we don't even know yet. So we just gonna skip that one. We gonna go straight to Dust. To me, this is a direct shot at Kendrick. The song was a direct diss to me. 16 hours ahead in Melbourne. I don't even know what's going on back home. If y'all remember, when Kendrick did his Super Bowl performance, Drake was overseas in Australia.
Yeah.
Remember, he was going on tour in Australia.
He like, I don't even know his...
So that's why he said that. He's like, I'm in Melbourne, Australia. I don't even know what's going on back home. So to me, he's already alluded straight to the diss. This is before we got into anything. He's already saying, I don't know what y'all got going on. He's getting straight to it.
I think I ain't gonna lie. A lot of the stuff I will say, if I'm just being honest, he does play into the whole, like, I'm the bigger artist and kind of like downplaying him, like Lil Bro. He's still Lil Broing them. It's he been doing that. Because even and this kind of go back to, like, even when the whole Controller verse came out. Like, whenever he did the interview after that, he was like, "Can anybody tell me how that song started? Can anybody tell me how?" Yeah. So he been trying to Lil Bro Kendrick. So it's like,
Yes, that's facts. And I like, so after he said that, he's like, I'm in Melbourne, Australia. I don't even know what y'all got going on. Then he gets into verse 1. He's like, Triple S was really to show you my love. Sexy songs for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what Triple S is. And make sure you good till the next time we beat up. But now I'm about to send it up. Then what he say? Go blow the dust on your plaques. Go blow the dust on your plaques.
I ain't gonna lie, the beat switch up was like, I was like, when I was first listening to it, I was like, dang, okay.
That's how I was like, he's straight to it now. I like, he introduces, and we gonna sound like we riding Drake. That's just because this is what came out.
It's new now. Like, I don't want to just sit up here, like, I'm not about to sit up here and be like, oh, it's classic. I just think this, where it's at for now, we just gonna appreciate the responses, because he took, and some people feel like he took all this time to respond. Why couldn't he do it within a week? I'm like,
the biggest diss song is out right now. He's doing Super Bowl 2, which I want Drake.
He was getting punched back to back to back, mind you. Then everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody switched up on him, but it's like, not only was it the biggest artist smacking him with disses back to back, like, then he dropped his diss, and then what happened? Literally within like an hour, came back with Euphoria, all that. Then he went on
back with Meet the Grams. Then
Meet the Grams, Not Like Us. Then he get a whole album. Then he going on the Super Bowl. It's like, what you expect this man? And then everybody was like, you need to just shut up and make some R&B. So then he did that.
All right, hold on. Let's get to it though. Let's get to it. So he said, go blow the dust of your plaques. Go blow the dust off your packs. What was the year that you say you had slaps? Because I don't remember it going like that. I don't remember one word in your raps. I don't know nothing about none of your tracks. So this is obviously towards Kendrick. I don't think I got to say that. So if you know Kendrick, he's known for taking, a little bit of time on his albums. He puts out, we could pull up the dates, but y'all know Kendrick takes 4 or 5 years breaks between his albums. So Drake is basically alluding to, go blow the dust off those plaques. The albums is so old, all your plaques that you got, it takes forever to come out. Go blow the dust off them. That's how old they are. They collecting, he basically saying your plaques are collecting dust because you don't put songs out.
I mean, depending on how you look at it, some people think, it's, with Drake, especially with this, I don't want people to, the whole quantity over quality with this, because I feel like this whole run, at least for these 3 being released, I definitely think this was a strategic business move to get out of his deal. Since he only had the 3.
Bro, you be skipping. We gonna get to all that. What do you think about that? What do you think about that part? What he's saying about Kendrick, basically, like
that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about that.
Go ahead.
Like bringing that up because it's like people love to say like, the whole, Kendrick took time to give us quality, and it's like, okay, and then the argument with Drake was, he dropped all this music and some people saying it's trash. I'm like, bro, it's the first week. I'm like, how y'all gonna call it trash within the first week? But they did that with dang near every album he done dropped at this point.
So that I like how he just started it though. Basically, I know Make Them Cry is the first song, and that's the intro. So it's still the first song, but to me, he's basically like, it's smoke on this album. Like when he came, basically I like how he introduced, he said, Triple S was really to show you my love, but now I gotta send it up. Then boom, go blow the dust off your plaques. Like basically he's saying like it's up. Like that. Once I heard that, I'm like, it's that type of out. Like he coming for blood. And if you remember the diss, people think Drake was just gonna go quietly. I'm like, Drake will never let this go. He still disses Pusha to this day. And Pusha got some disses in here. I can't wait to get to it though. But if y'all think Drake is, you know what I'm saying, and we gonna get into it. But Drake will never let this go. Like. Kendrick won't, and Kendrick gonna have something. We gonna get to that. Kendrick gonna have something to say too.
Yeah, I will be honest. But also if he played a role of like not responding because of where it is now, I don't know. But I definitely think that there's gonna be some responses.
So let's get it, man. We gonna go to song 2, or song 3 now. Track 3, "Whisper My Name," which is one of my favorite ones. Basically, and it's a lot of he dissed Playboy Cardi. But like I said, bro, if we go through all of this, it's gonna be so much. So I'm gonna just get straight to it. This was one of the most intriguing disses to me. When he was verse 2, he was like, "I'm doing my big one, you doing a little one. What kind of man are you? A middle one." To me, that's a direct shot at J. Cole. If y'all remember, J. Cole, Middle Child, went platinum. Basically talking about how he feels like the middle child between Drake and Kendrick. How he feels he doesn't get the attention that those two get as a middle child would get. Pretty self-explanatory. So to me, that was a direct shot at J. Cole, basically saying, you first of all, middle child, that was a song he put out, and basically saying,
middleman, you the middleman out of the big 3.
And he's also saying you a middleman isn't, you couldn't pick a side. It's a triple entendre, y'all. Drake got fucked. It's a triple entendre. Basically saying, you in the middle, you never picked a side, you never, you dissed him, then you went back on your word. And he got a lot of smoke for Cole in this album. We gonna get some more stuff, but that was one of my favorite disses in the track towards Cole. Basically saying, what kind of man are you? A middle one.
And if we being real, Cole's bar specifically was like the main response that Kendrick, fuck the big 3, niggas just big me. And it was Cole. It was Cole's bar. It was Cole saying like, they've been saying it's the big 3. Is it K-Dot? Is it Aubrey or me? And it's like, and then when Kendrick respond, it's like, that's the main, fuck the big nigga bum. It's like, okay. But that's Cole bar. So it's like.
And Drake mentioned that too, and we gonna get to that too, because Drake basically alluded to that, like, you started it up and you ran. But we gonna get to that too, y'all. And then I like this bar a lot, actually. He said, same verse, just a couple lines later, he said, "This ain't fixable smoke when you see us, stop sitting with Farrakhan." Basically, y'all remember, if y'all, like I said, we are rap historians. Farrakhan sat with a lot of rappers to piece up beef, to make amends. Ice Cube, I think, who else we sat with? He's been with a bunch of rappers.
It was a lot of the rappers probably in like that 90s era.
I think he sat with Snoop, Ice Cube. I think he even tried to patch up Biggie and Tupac at one point, I'm not sure. But basically saying like, we ain't sitting with Farrakhan, this ain't fixable. Like, this is not fixable. He's like, it's like the shit that you bring on your plane is gonna carry on. Easy bar. Basically, this beat gonna carry on.
Little light.
If you, me and him watch battle rap, so
does Drake. You know what I mean? Like Drake is very. I mean, mind you, he threw a whole rap battle event. So it's like he don't. They be trying to act like Drake can't. You know, it's light. I mean, that's light. Like, you know, Rock is one of the greatest battle rappers, but a lot of people feel like his bars are light. So it's like, you know, whatever.
Basically, if you watch
bar's a bar.
Bar's
a bar.
If you watch battle rap, then Drake has a lot of punchlines like battle rappers. Like, I do buy everything like I'm Middle Eastern. Like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, little punchlines. He like basically it's like smoke. It's like a carry on. We gon' you know what I'm saying? Very self-explanatory. I think that was another like talking to Jay-Z like this ain't fixable. Like if you try to patch what's up with me and Kendrick or patch whatever like. Talking to you, like you said, we're not gonna sit with Farrakhan. Jay, we not patching it up either. If you try to do something too, I'm not saying.
Nah, I mean I can see it a little.
Basically saying Jay can't even fix this either.
True.
Basically saying like Jay, you can't even fix it. Like nobody can fix this smoke. Now let's get straight to this. Was a direct shot at Jay to me. I'll take $500K, not the dinner. I could never learn shit from none of y'all. Now, if you know, it's a debate online for years. Would you take $500K or a dinner with Jay-Z? I'm taking a $500K. But that's been the debate all the time.
Don't ask me my answer. We already know what the answer is. Like, come on now.
Better be that bread. Okay. Come on. So basically, he's saying like, I'm gonna take that $500K before the dinner with Jay-Z. Jay-Z can't teach me nothing. Jay-Z can't do nothing for me. And now I want to get into the Jay-Z and Drake beef because now people is like, why do they have beef? Like, they have numerous songs together. They have this. Like, why is Drake shooting at Jay-Z? I'm going to give y'all a couple things that I researched, that I've been looking into. I'm going to break it down like this, y'all. If every time I get jumped, let's say this. You my man. No, let's say this. Yeah. You not my mans, but I go out with you sometimes. Or we go out with a group of friends sometimes. And you like that friend, we mutual friends. And I get jumped. Every time I'm out with you, even though we're not best friends, but it's like every time I get jumped, you at the scene of the crime.
It was just like the Tupac Biggie thing. Like
that's a good example. So it's like every time I'm somewhere getting jumped, you at the scene of the crime. So I'm gonna say that to say this: Pusha T dissed Drake's "The Story of Adidon." We all know that. Whose beat was that, y'all? The Story of OJ. Whose song is that, y'all? That's a Jay-Z song. How was that song put out, y'all? Jay-Z had to clear, right? The song can't come out. Am I lying? Am I saying he know more? He know the
well, I don't
can
know
the song come out if Jay-Z don't clear it?
But I will say I don't even know if that was that ever on streaming.
Yes,
that was on.
It's on streaming right now.
Oh well, then Jay got to clear that. You know,
Jay got to clear it.
Jay got to, or either his people, or Jay himself, whatever. You got to clear samples for certain things to get clear. So it's like, okay, so how Pusha was able to use
Pusha use your beat to diss somebody? He came up to you, he let you hear it, and he said, can you clear this for me? And you, or one of your representatives, said yes. That's number one.
Yeah.
Now, Kendrick did the Super Bowl. Who has been choosing the Super Bowl? Rock Nation's been, now I'm not going to say Jay chooses them directly, y'all, but he has a strong input on who does the Super Bowl. And he has for how long? About 8 years? 7? I think he's chosen the last 7, 8 years.
What was that, like 2017 he got on the committee?
He got the deal? Yeah.
So it's almost been almost 10 years now.
Yeah. And who did the Super Bowl this year, y'all? Kendrick Lamar. The biggest song coming off the biggest beef.
And mind you, wasn't there supposed to be a cease and desist for him to do Not Like Us or something like that? Like
they tried to get him.
I think, or I don't know if it was, I don't know how true that was, but he wasn't supposed to perform, as they claim, he wasn't supposed to perform Not Like Us, and then so him doing that song.
And I'm gonna just say, like I said, we don't know. I'm not in the industry. He not in the industry. We just reading the tea leaves, y'all. If every time I'm getting this, somebody shooting at me, you at the scene of the crime, I'm gonna start shooting at you. So I'm just saying, when people be like, where's this beef from Drake and Jay-Z coming from? We don't know. Like I said, we don't know. I'm not in the industry. Only them two know what's going on. But I can only look at it from the outside looking in, putting together pieces. Okay, I can see Drake might, and people say Jay-Z has this elaborate plan on Drake. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, I gave y'all them 2 examples. Y'all take that information with what y'all want to take it for. That's all I'm gonna say. I gave y'all the 2 examples. Now we gonna go to Janice STFU.
I still don't know who he dissing on this, but like I like your theory. I still feel somebody was saying that he was dissing the girl off of the Joe Budden podcast with this. I don't know, but yeah, this song was the only song I really didn't know who he was dissing for real.
We gonna get into some of them theories. So he has his how the song start. Reach me, baby. Call my phone if you need me, baby. I don't. It's harmless. I didn't read nothing in that.
Gotta teach me, baby.
There you go. Now we go straight to verse 1. Buried alive. Somebody come dig me up. Drake and Kendrick interlude. What's it called, y'all? Buried alive.
Yeah.
What's the song that Drake used? He basically took what before he dropped Not Like Us. No, before Drake dropped Family Matters, he put a little snippet out of Buried Alive, where he was basically dissing Kendrick. So he's just playing back on. You remember that? Mm-hmm. Basically just playing back on that, like the Buried Alive thing. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick. But he's saying I'm dead. Basically saying y'all ended me, right? I'm dead. Somebody come dig me up. He's basically saying how am I dead, but I'm still here. Am I killed? Why am I still? I'm still here. Then he goes on to say, "You boys got big off my name. That's big enough." Basically saying this whole run Kendrick was on, Super Bowls, #1 hits, everything,
all off my name.
Yeah, that's basically what he's saying. He's basically saying like, Kendrick, you only did this because of me, my name. You got hot dissing me, but he basically saying that's big enough. Now that's another. Come on, y'all, keep up now. We know how you OGs rocking already. The jig is up. What they call Jay-Z?
Jigga Man.
Jigga. That's his name. The jig is up. Basically, that's another Jay-Z diss. So, like I said, y'all, like, we might be, what beat they got? I don't know. I gave y'all the 2 theories I had of why Drake might feel away. It might be 100 other things that we don't know about. But basically, he's calling people out in the industry saying it's old folks, how you OGs rocking, baby, the older folks in the game that's calling Jay-Z, basically saying how he should move with Drake. Like, if we dissing Drake, is we basically trying to take the temperature on things. Like, y'all not moving y'all own, y'all calling Jay-Z to see what's up. He gets right to the disses on Kendrick. He said, handing on turkeys on camera inside of your hood, then you go back to the hills. How many houses you build? How many souls did you heal off the back of your deal? Basically saying, like, Kendrick, you not a stand-up dude. You do this stuff for the camera. You go and you get you shake. We not agreeing. We just saying. I know you look like you look co-sign. He basically saying like you go in and if y'all watch the movie New Jack City, what's his name? Nino Brown. He basically went out and gave turkeys to the hood to put on a good front face. But basically, if you knew Nino Brown, if you watched the movie, he wasn't part of none of that. He was doing that to keep up a public image. And it's basically saying, Kendrick, you just going out, you giving turkey, you doing that to keep up your public image, but then you back up to the hills. You not doing nothing for your hood, you not doing nothing for nobody. And basically, he said that on Family Matters. That's the same thing he alluded to. Don't go back to your hood and plant no money trees. That's what he said. So he's basically like, Kendrick, you don't do nothing for the hood, you don't go back, you don't go support. I'm just giving y'all what Drake's saying. I'm just giving y'all what the diss is. I'm just explaining the diss to you. He said, white kids listen to you because they feel some guilt and that's how they so get fulfilled. Basically saying like your audience is majority white. The pop out it didn't have all black people there, y'all. It had a lot of white folks, it had a lot of Mexican folks, or Hispanic folks. You know what I'm saying? The pop out had a lot of different demographics. He basically saying it's a theory. Some people say that Kendrick's white audience is a lot of people that are white folks that just feel guilty about the black plight, and they like, oh, I'm listening to Kendrick. I'm not racist. I feel how y'all feeling because I listen to Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's saying it's just white people that feeling guilty, basically. It's white people trying to resolve themselves with some guilt and say, oh, I mess with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying his audience is. Difference between niggas getting you out of your deal and getting let out of your deal. Damn. Basically, he's saying, like, niggas didn't let you out that deal. He's saying TDE and all them. And he alluded to this on push-ups. Top told you drop and give me 50 like some push-ups. 50 as in 50%. Yeah. Basically, he's saying to Kendrick, you didn't get let out that deal, bro. You paid to get out that deal. You gave up 50% of everything you own to get out that deal. That's what Drake is saying. I don't know. Like I said, we're not in the industry. We're not in the inner workings. We just giving y'all what the disses mean. He's saying that, Kendrick, you gave up 50% of your deal to get out of your deal. Or 50% of your earnings to get out that deal. Or maybe future earnings. Actually, that's the next one.
It could have been future.
He said, how many names did you get on your will? Basically saying that's your will is your future. So he's saying you gave up 50% of your will. Basically, when you pass, they still gonna get it. He's saying. So that to me, that means you're giving up your future earnings as well. So that's what he's saying that Kendrick had to do to get let out of his deal. He said you didn't get out of that deal, you get let out because you gave him a lot of money to get out that deal.
Like when it comes to like if he did or didn't, like even his people getting paid shouldn't be like this bad thing, but it's also like, I mean, a bar's a bar.
He's basically trying to say he's getting extorted.
No,
though.
yeah, like as far as like, oh, you ain't really your own self-made boss. Like you gotta still bend over to get paid.
He basically saying you getting fucked. Like you got your own deal. You trying to parade around like you independent. You got your own deal. You got your own label, but you got
whole time you got somebody in your pockets.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's the thing.
And I think that might be a response also to whenever he was like, he was signed to it. That said he was signed to that one.
Well, that came off. The Euphoria was after push-ups.
But that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So this could be Drake responding to you was signed to it. That said he was signed to that one because technically, first Kendrick was saying that Drake, you signed
to Wayne, who signed to Bird, who signed to Capital,
UMG. They both under UMG.
Capital then UMG
or something so that's a lot. So he so this might be even. So then because now he got PG Lane. So he like, oh, so you trying to make it seem like you your own boss, but the whole time you probably getting extorted. Or gotta at least still pay some stuff back before you even get the money actually flowing. So
yeah.
I think that's where that came from.
So this was the theory that Christian was talking about earlier. Janice, STFU. To me, I think Janice is Jay-Z. Or Kendrick actually. Now that because to me the whole song, because we only broke down a few of the disses, y'all. If we did every single diss, this video would be 3 hours long. But I feel like Janice and Kendrick, I think it was both. I think it's a mix on their name, and it basically like Karen, basically saying Jay-Z is a Karen, but he's not Janice for Karen, basically. And he been posting Drake does a lot, y'all. Y'all got to keep up. He's been posting Sopranos a lot. There's a character on there named Janice. If you watch Sopranos, Janice is Tony Soprano's sister. Janice is known as like a big opportunist, like she'll stir shit up so she can get the benefits of it. Basically, he's trying to say that's what Jay-Z does. He's trying to say you do all this working behind the scenes, you stir it up, you do all these inner workings, and then you end up benefiting for it. Example, Pusha, how I brought up earlier, how he cleared that out. He cleared that song for Pusha. And Kendrick, how you let him do the Super Bowl. Or you invited him to do the Super Bowl, you chose him to do the Super Bowl, however it went. He feels like Jay-Z had a part in that. So that's the theory where Janice is actually Jay-Z. He's saying like, shut up, like stop doing whatever you're doing behind the scenes. I don't know what, like I said, we don't know what they got going on, but
if that's true, I mean, hey, I don't want to be like, oh, it's a reach, because it could be.
Now we're gonna go to the next song, Ran to Atlanta. Before we even start, the title of the song is this is why we saying Drake is a big fan of battle rap, because a lot of this is rebuttals, y'all. Like that's what you say about, and that was the thing. A lot of people was siding with Drake on the battles. Like if this is a rap battle, you got a rebuttal. And Drake is literally, if you just break this whole album down, like Drake literally rebuttal every line off of Not Like Us, every line off of Meet the Grams, every line off of, like, he's literally rebuttaling everything. So Kendrick, basically on Not Like Us, said, you run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. What's the song to it? This song called Ran to Atlanta. So he's basically just saying, like, he's playing on what Kendrick said.
And then on top of it, well, yeah, because like you said, he was speaking on how, he a colonizer, he run to Atlanta when he need a few dollars. You ain't a colleague, you a colonizer. So it's like, okay, but then he like, you could check my record in Atlanta. Like, and then specifically though, and who's on this song?
Yup.
Like, and I will say, out of, this may be like a little sidebar, but out of this whole beef, Future being the one to basically have a song or multiple with each artist in the beef, like out of the big three, mind you, it was one of Future's songs that started the fire with Like That. Yeah. With the big three mentioned, with the, you know what I'm saying? And then he was on Cole Project. Twice, I think.
Twice.
And then now 2 times on
Well, one time on Drake's.
Or was he on multiple different albums?
Are you talking about Iceman? No, he was only on one of them.
He was on 2 of them, I think. I thought he was on 2 of them.
Ran to Atlanta and what else?
Was he on another? I don't know if he was on another on Iceman, but he was on another I think maybe Maid of Honor.
No, I don't think so. But basically, Future made it out the best of this situation. And this is how, like I said, Future my favorite rapper. So when people be like, oh, he fake, he this, he that, this is how I think the situation is. I think Future, I don't think it was ever that deep. I think he was just like, listen, I'm here to make my money. I'm here to do what I do. If they want to call me up, if they want to work, let's work. But I don't think he ever took it personal to the way that these other two, and that, of course, that's how they rap. They, like Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick, they in it for more than the money. They love rap. They want to be the best to ever do it. That's what J. Cole was claiming. So this, we're gonna talk about that later. But all three of them want to be the best rappers ever. So they take all of this personal. Like they get in with this lyricism. They take these beats personal. Well, Future on the other,
2 of them probably do.
Cole did to an extent. Before Cole started doing all this crying, he had multiple songs. I'll put your favorite rappers loose and I ain't let. Like I said, we historians. Cole, everything he did is documented, brother. I
have a different opinion on Cole's whole life.
We're gonna get back. We're gonna get to Cole.
Yeah.
But that was my baby. Basically, I'm saying like Future, like I don't think he never took this beef that serious. Like Future, like beef is real street beef. Like you like this is rap shit. Like I'm gonna make a song, I'm gonna make my money, but I'm not taking this like how y'all taking it. And
because
I think,
if it go to a different level, I think he on some. It won't even be rapped or talked about in that type of. You know what I mean?
He referenced 21 and Future. He said. Basically 21, Future, and Bank will tell you about my run. Or he said Pluto, 21, and Bank will tell you about my run. Like everybody that you name that's against me, they'll tell you like I did numbers in Atlanta. Like they mess with me out there. So that was just his whole rebuttal on that. Now we gonna get to the next one, Shebang.
And also Quavo and 21 on this project too?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So it's like if Atlanta don't really rock with him for real, why do they keep, I don't know. Unless it's one of those things where, again, this is people, getting a shot to work with Drake, and then they could switch up. Who knows? But I don't know.
Well, we can even bring up, he named Lil Baby as well, who's also one of my other favorite rappers. And they asked Lil Baby about it. He's like, man, leave me out of that, bro. He's like, I don't. He was like, baby, he kept it real. He's like, I don't like that Kendrick mentioned me. He's like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Like I said, bro, these Atlanta dudes, like,
they about their money.
Yeah, they
Houston and Atlanta, and even probably like Vegas. Even though the Vegas,
I don't know no rapper from Vegas.
Whoa, Dizzy Wright. We can. I don't want to get into it, but Dizzy Wright, one of my favorites. But when it comes to like the scene, the rap scene in Houston, specifically in Atlanta, they about their money. You know what I'm saying?
They not in this let's be the greatest rapper ever. I want to be known as the GOAT. Like, they here to make money. They here to get their checks. So that's what Lil Baby standing on. Like, I'm trying to keep working with Drake. Drake get the money, nigga. If I get with Drake,
you get the Drake feature, you probably set for life. You know? Mm-hmm. So
Shebang, that's one of the biggest hits of the album. He didn't really have much disses here that I picked up.
I'm gonna be honest, this is probably the worst song to be honest on this one.
We gonna get to the review. That's crazy. The worst song, but
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying as far as the whole body of work, this is my least favorite song on here.
So he said, last one you dropped was shit. I didn't press play on that hoe. No, he said I did press play on that hoe. Mid, skip. To me, that's about two people. That's about ASAP and that's about Kendrick. Go ahead.
I definitely think it would make more sense with ASAP versus Kendrick, especially because if you really want to look at GNX and where it was at on the charts when it did come out, like GNX was up there. Mind you, how many Grammys did he win?
A lot, yeah.
So it's like, I don't want,
But Drake don't care about that shit. If you think it's mid, he gonna say it's mid.
I think it's more so about
ASAP.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think that's more so to ASAP. I mean, I could see it being about both, really, but I think it's more ASAP because that nobody really talked about. And then of course he brought ASAP back up again on another song, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. Now we're gonna go to Make Them Pay. To me, this was one of the heavier diss tracks. This damn near can be considered a diss track. He said, you niggas run a phone as you check in a prison. You niggas run and talk to hoe for a second opinion. Me, I stood 10 T's and accepted the mission, cause I'd much rather die by death than submission. How can you press the ignition and let some memories of your past affect your decision? I love you cause of the history, but if we being real, I can never forgive you. And you never call me back, but destiny's written. That's right at Jay-Z and that's right at J. Cole. Let's break it down. You niggas run the hole for a second opinion. J. Cole was used to some people don't know this. J. Cole used to be Rock Nation. Like J.
No, he still is Rock Nation.
I think he got out. No, I think they got out the deal.
No, they are still under Rock Nation if I'm not mistaken. Dreamville is a like that is J. Cole's brand group or however you say. But if I'm not mistaken, they are still under.
Well, not it's a light. Let me correct. It was never they were never under Rock Nation. Rock Nation can't. It's not they can't sign people, but it's a licensing deal with Rock Nation.
That's what I'm saying.
But I think they're out of that too, is what I'm saying.
I don't know.
But basically, he's saying like, I don't know if he talk. I don't think he's saying J. Cole directly, because I heard J. Cole and Jay-Z don't even got that. But I'm not sure if he's saying directly like J. Cole, you run into a second opinion from Drake or whoever it is. But actually, you could kind of, basically he's saying like, how I brought up earlier, Jay-Z, you are at the direct, every time I'm in something, it's because of you. I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, I read this earlier. Basically he's saying like, J. Cole, you signed under Jay, and now you maybe got an opinion from Jay, and now you went and apologized. And now if y'all remember, Jay-Z dissed Nas on Super Ugly, and then his mama said you went too far, and Jay-Z apologized. So he's saying you run the code for a second opinion. He talking to Drake. I just put it. You talking to J. Cole now. You run the hole for second opinion. Basically saying that apologized to Nas. So that's where you're getting your opinions from, and that's why you end up apologizing. So basically, it's another diss on Cole. It's another diss on Jay and Cole. Basically, like how I brought up earlier, like if I'm steady getting jumped, if I'm always in something, and you always at the scene of the crime, I'm gonna start thinking you got something to do with it, brother. I'm gonna start thinking you got something against me.
Like it's a slippery slope, because it's like how every time I'm on the ground on it, you here?
Every time I'm in something,
you know. And even on the Tupac Biggie parallel of like, I don't want to say that. In my opinion, I think where it's at now, you know, people of course gonna say Kendrick is Tupac, Drake is Biggie. But even like just on some, even if you flip it and he trying to take the Tupac, you know, Tupac felt like Biggie set him up. You know, so it's like he was the biggest thing, and then you know now I'm. You know, they done jumped me in the elevator, and then now you come out, so what the
yeah.
And then they start beefing. So.
If y'all watch the Diddy documentary, did you watch the Diddy documentary?
Which one? There's too many.
The last one, the one on Netflix.
I mean, there's been
the one that 50 Cent made.
Oh yeah, I watched that.
Yeah.
No, there was one after that too. I'm
on
saying
Tubi, yeah, but I'm talking about the one on Netflix. 50 made one on Netflix.
No, yeah, I watched that one. Yeah, it was.
But yeah, basically they was alluding to that, but we learned Diddy was the one that was making
on both of them. Yeah, boy,
But this is a direct. This line right here. He said, "Me, I stood 10 toes and accepted the mission, cause I'd rather die by death than submission." That's directly at Cole, basically saying, and this is what me and you go back and forth about. Drake is saying like, I'd rather go out on my sword. If somebody gonna beat me in a rap battle, I'd rather go out like that than to just tap out and say, you got it. And that's what Cole did.
That's a bar.
Hold on. Cole really said, you can punch me, bro. I'm gonna take my chin out. He's like, if you got shots for me, I'm gonna take it. That's submission. You basically do what you want me to do. I'm gonna give up. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no beef. That's directly at Cole. Like Jake saying, I'd rather go out of my soul.
His diss, like the 7-minute drill. He took that, like that the main diss to Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? You drop a whole tape, and then the main diss, then you take it back, and then you go out and at Dreamville Fest, and then you apologize. So it's like Yeah.
That's what Drake is basically saying. Like, I'm going to go out and this is why I always said, and now we can get into J. Cole. This is why I always said this submitting him as number 3 to me. Because before, when all the beef was kicking off, like me and him, we talk about his beef. Like we was keeping up with it. When the beef was kicking off, I said J. Cole got the most to gain out this. I said J. Cole, didn't I say this? I said J. Cole He's been rapping. If you listen to J. Cole, he said, I'll put your favorite rappers neck in the noose. I'm never letting them loose. He said, I'll probably go to hell if Jesus asks for a feature. He been dissing, not dissing, but he has been dissing. We gonna get to that too. But he been basically saying, I'm the best rapper alive. If your favorite rapper wanna beef with me, if you wanna get on the track with me, I'm gonna kill him. He's been dissing Drake. He's been dissing Kendrick. Little subliminal stuff. I could bring it up too. For years. And to me, I'm like, this is your chance, Cole. You've been saying you're gonna do this and that to nigga. You've been saying you're gonna do this. You're gonna say you're gonna do that. I said, J. Cole, this is your time. And I like 7-minute drill. I think he was saying a lot of stuff in 7-minute drill. Basically, he was telling Kendrick, like, the only time we talk about you is when you dissing people. That's what he was talking to Kendrick about. And he said, your first one was classic, your last shit was tragic, your the seat, but they gassed it. Like I liked a lot of what J. Cole said. So it's like, okay, you came war ready, you came battle ready, and you kicked it off. Let's get to the next line. But so that was my point with J. Cole. It was like, you've been waiting for this moment for years, bro. And then it kicks off, and then you go and tap out. I can't respect it. And to me, that's why J. Cole moved himself to third. To me, I think he fourth. I don't even think it's no big three no more. I think it's Kendrick, he won the battle, he won. Drake 2, Future 3, and Cole 4. I can't even respect Cole to be top 3 no more because it's like you disqualified your damn self from it. So I can't even put you there anymore.
Where I'm at with it, because with Cole, right? If we looking at rap as a sport, right? You know, battle rap is a sport. Do we not agree?
Yes.
All right. So if we looking at rapping as a sport, like, yeah, we know that a lot of these rappers, when it comes to dissing and when it comes to certain things being said, you know, it can be real smoke behind that.
Yes.
I think over the years where things have been said, or, you know, it was never just flat out direct shots until the whole first person shooter.
Yeah, I'm about to say first person shooter.
Until first person shooter, which was, you know, like I said, that was the bar that kicked off this whole big three thing. And it was Cole bar.
Which goes in the Drake line.
Right.
After this, he said, how can you press the ignition and let some memories of the past affect your decision? How can you start this beef? And then because you and Kendrick go back years ago, if y'all remember, they were supposed to do a collab album that never kicked off.
I'm still mad. We probably
they was talking about that shit for years.
We'll never get that out.
Basically saying, J. Cole, you pressed this button. You the one who ignited this. And then you ran. If me and him together, and I see somebody I don't like, and that's because he like Kendrick. So if me and him together, and someone Cole like Kendrick.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I was like, I'm not saying somebody. If me and him together, and we run into somebody, and he might bump me away, and I swing on him, and now we on and popping and fighting, and then they start getting the better in him, and I run away. That's crazy. That's what Cole did.
I was like, what the fuck, nigga? What you run for? You the one that swung first. All right.
And that's what Cole did, and that's what Drake's saying. How can you press the ignition and let memories of the past affect your decision?
In my opinion, before he retook the 7-minute drill and all that shit, in my opinion, I think Cole had the best raps of the beef.
The diss was hard.
No, I'm saying like that whole might delete later.
Yes.
But like
the diss was hard.
I think just when it comes down to like a lot of this in real life, when it came to bar wise, was just entertainment and like
I will say that
sparring. Like if I'm with you, know, it's like Kobe and Jordan, you know, putting up because mind you, they did what was it, Black Friday, where it was Cole and Kid, and they got on each other's beats, and it was like you know, they going back and forth. I never looked at like them, at least Cole. I never looked at Cole as like just straight out having beef with anybody. Like,
facts.
He was just like, you know, I know what I can do on the mic.
That's fact.
Let's see what these niggas do. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never looked at him as like just being like flat out. But we knew that like Kendrick and Drake really didn't like each other.
and that's the best. What you just brought up is the best point for Cole, because I argue with Cole people all the time. This is their best argument.
And I'm not even a Cole stan.
But this is his stance on Cole.
We all grew up on him, so it's like.
So this is but he just brought up as the best argument. Cole was basically in a sparring session. I want to go bar for bar. I want to see who's the best. I don't think I could rap better than both of y'all. Kendrick and Drake ain't on that. They ain't on like I
Like,
don't like you. I can't stand
different
you.
politics.
I'm trying to end you. Maybe not. I'm not saying kill each other, but I'm trying to end you. I'm trying to end everything you stand for. I
want to see a nigga beg on the pavement. I want to see him. I want to see him struggle with the light bill. I want to see him oh he like that. That's why I feel like that whole situation. It's different.
And Cole was never on that.
Right.
That's the pass.
Now on the sport of it, like he was on that in the sense of like this I'm a rapper. They rappers, but it's friendly competition. But they like it's been. And then I also think because realistically with Drake used to, I mean he still says it, but when Drake claiming to be the best rapper, and there's a difference between being rappers,
the best
and
artist
lyricists.
and the best rapper.
Well,
the best
rappers
artist.
and lyricists. Yeah. Because rappers used to be lyricists, and it used to be frowned upon if you didn't write your shit. You feel me?
Drake write his shit.
I'm not saying he don't, but like obviously we know he has had those writers, and I'm not saying that every bar.
That's a stain that'll never come off his jacket.
But that's when it comes to the sport of rap. We all know that Kendrick and Cole write they shit.
Facts.
And they have never had no ghostwriting allegations. They never had. So I feel like when it comes to that, where it's like, okay, well, Cole was, Kendrick probably was like, well, Cole, you write your shit. I write my shit. I respect that. But like this nigga claiming he the biggest shit since sliced bread. And he got niggas in the back room like, oh, give me this. All right, I'm gonna take that. Oh, but it's like he a different artist. So.
Okay. Good point.
I still respect. I respect Drake as a rapper, but we all understand that the artist. It's kind of like how like the Mike and Prince shit. Like they had that whole Prince outlived Mike, but it's also like okay, Mike was the bigger performer artist. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, he's still the better artist, but like. Prince, being the one, he was like, I'm behind the keys, I'm behind the music, I'm behind the lyrics, I'm behind it. You can't say shit about me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you working with Quincy Jones and your writers and shit. If Quincy Jones and the Mike parallel, mind you, Iceman, with the Michael hand, so it's like if he Michael and that's Prince, it's like, oh, okay, but you got Quincy Jones and all these other writers for you and bringing together. It's like, of course you're gonna be this, but you ain't get it out the mud like a Prince or like a but whatever.
So to finish this whole line. He said, how can you let some memories of the past affect your decision? I love you because of the history, but if we being real, I can never forgive you.
That's
and
cold.
You never call me back, but destiny's written for real.
That's
what
cold.
else you got to say?
That's cold.
And I think didn't he go on there? Cole was like, I called Drake or something like that, and he never. Basically, it's like you never called me back. He's saying that's cap.
That's cap.
I knew never called me back.
Was that on Cameron's podcast?
It wasn't. It was something he did before Cameron.
Or was that the interview with was that what's her name? I can't think of it, but I think I know
he did an interview before that. Yep, but
was it Angela Martinez? What's her
something
name?
might have been her.
Yeah, I think it was that one.
Basically, like you never called me back, But destiny, but he's saying it's destiny's written. Like what happened, it went down how it went down. But we never gonna be this, and I don't mind Drake.
It's gonna be bad blood forever.
Nah, not bad blood. I don't think they got bad blood. Nah, he ain't got no smoke for J. Cole, but he's like, it's never gonna be this. Like, you did what you did. His destiny's written. I could never forget. He said, I love you because of the history, but if we being real, I can never forgive you.
No, I'm gonna be real.
Like
with
he's saying, it ain't no.
We go back to the one where he was talking about the song Middle One. Mm-hmm. When he was like, what type
of man are you a middle one?
But if you go back to the video, where was he at when he said that?
I don't know.
He was at a gravesite, nigga.
Yeah, but
and that's a bar to J. Cole.
Yeah.
And remember, and in that video, when he was saying that, he was looking over a grave. He was looking over a grave, nigga. He was like, and then I think at the end of that video, he was either like, it was like alluding to like icing niggas, like leaving niggas out in the snow, like, or he just like killed some, like in the video. It's more like, of course we breaking down just the bars.
Yeah, no,
I even break down the bars now with the visuals that he got. Where I'm like, oh,
a lot to go.
That was to Cole, and he had a grave site talking about what type of man are you? A middle one. He looking down at a grave. So I'm like,
Are you saying that you died in that battle? Like basically how we saw you, we'll never see you. Are you dead to me? Or
dead to everybody? Like it's over. It's raps.
He did. After that, we going straight down. This ain't no filler in these bars. He said, F a big three anyway. There was too many chefs in the kitchen. It was a mess to begin with. And now they got a new GOAT, but we got to test the position. Damn, who is this guy for real? I guess a magician. 100 million streams vanished. No one got question for niggas. Let's break it down bar for bar. Basically, F a big three, which that's Kendrick. J. Cole started that, did the big three, and then Kendrick also doubled down on the big. He said F a big three, it's just big me. And now Drake's saying, forget the big three, it was too messy to begin with in the first place. And then he goes, they got a new GOAT, basically saying, oh, Kendrick, y'all's new GOAT. We got to test that position. Who is this guy? Basically like, okay, you presenting yourself as one way. 100 million streams. So basically, spot, and this goes, we gonna get into all of this. Drake's issue with UMG, or who I think it is UMG. They saying, well, I'm saying I don't know who did the bots exactly, but they saying they botted Kendrick's songs.
They're saying that TDE,
are they saying TDE botted it or UMG botted it?
Well, they're saying TDE botted it, but since they're under the same label and they were like, I guess like, or not the same label, or whatever the company is, UMG. They both under UMG or were. I think that him doing these 3 albums was getting him out of UMG, but his claim is TDE botted streams and, you know.
Yep. So he's saying TDE botted streams. So basically Spotify did a purge of all the bots. Basically.
The bot streams, yeah.
Yeah. And Luther lost, it was rumored, or no, I mean, it was in the numbers right here. They lost 235 million streams.
That's a lot. I ain't gonna lie, that is a lot though.
And then he's like, it just vanished, but no one got nothing to say. He said, none of y'all question this. None of y'all said, hey, where did these streams go? No one's like, what happened to it? And Drake is like, I've been telling y'all was buying it on the Heart Part 6.
Could that be at Cole too?
I don't know.
Because remember, Cole had
hold on, let me see. On the Heart Part 6, he said, stop buying views and buying comments. You might as well keep the paper. Shit, you about to need it for later. I could give about your streaming data. So Drake is basically, he's been alleging that TDE is botting views for Kendrick. He's saying, you getting all these streams, you getting all these views, y'all botting it. And then his theory was, it was kind of confirmed, y'all, when Spotify did that purge and they lost over 200 million streams. And he's like, I told y'all they was botting it, it got botted, and no one got questions. No one's saying nothing.
How many faking they streams? Getting they play, and that's a Cole bar. Getting they plays from machines.
I don't think that's a distance towards Cole then.
Or it could be like a play on.
Yeah.
Maybe a play on too. I don't know. I was just thinking about that as we were talking about it, because I was like, I don't know. It probably ain't too Cole though.
Drake got there's a lot to get into on this.
He definitely went a lot of more in depth with these bars in the sense of
we talking about
addressing stuff.
Mm-hmm. We talking about 2 bars later. Let me just read it straight. 100 million streams vanished. No one got questions for niggas. Well, maybe I guess I'm the villain because I got real numbers on niggas who say they got millions. I got all the chains they ever repped in Virginia. I got niggas prized possessions. I get possessive on niggas. Now, if you know,
Clips and Pharrell.
Yes. Drake bought he bought a lot of Pharrell's chains and his paraphernalia in the auction. I think it's over 100 million. Oh, no, not 100 million. Over 2 million of Pharrell's old jewelry. If you know Pharrell and Clips, Pusha T's and Clips, and they used to work, and they're best friends basically. They work close together. They came up together, and Drake's like, basically, he's talking to Pharrell and Pusha saying, I got y'all's chains, I got everything. And this is where Drake gets in trouble sometimes. He says, they ever repped in Virginia. Pusha's from Virginia. What's Pusha's wife's name again? Virginia Williams.
Oh, that is her name.
Virginia Williams. I got all the chains they ever repped in Virginia.
Did he say "and" or "in"?
In Virginia. That's crazy. Like, basically, all them chains you ever repped in your state, and I don't know if he talking.
I don't know if that might be a little bit of a reach, but I'm saying if he is addressing could be a, you know what I'm saying, but I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you why it's not a reach. Cause then if y'all remember on what's the song he just pushed? Hold on.
Possession, then yeah.
Then on W Freestyle, I'ma let it ring on you like Virginia.
Yeah.
This is the second time he mentioned that man's wife. That's what I'm saying. It ain't a reach.
Nah, dude, I can see.
This is the second time. So
I get, I got niggas prized possessions. Your wife, I get possessive on niggas. Okay. So the chains and your wife. Okay, yeah.
And you from Virginia.
And you from Virginia. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, that could, yeah.
So basically, how many he done this? Jay, Pusha, and Kendrick and Cole all on this song. 2 bars later, dog, I was Aiden Ross with streams before Aiden Ross ever streamed. Basically saying I was helping Rick Ross, I was Aiden Ross with streams. Like I was the one getting you all them streams. And I think,
mind you, some of his biggest songs have Drake on them.
I think both his number ones are Drake.
With Dice Pineapples.
Yeah.
Aston Martin music and what, Dice Pineapples?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Ashton Martin, Stay Scheming. Yeah.
But just any feature that, I mean, they have other features other than those two, but any feature that Drake was on, it probably, if Ross was on, he's like, I was helping you out before, Aiden Ross.
Yeah. Next bar. And Khaled, you know what I mean. The beef was fully live. You went halal and got on your dean. And your people are still waiting for a free Palestine. But everything is in black and white and red and green. Damn, I'm seeing true colors for real. I'm sensing the theme. Basically, now this is all 10 bars.
When I heard that, I was like, ooh. And mind you, somebody literally went up to Khaled after this fact and was like, oh, can you say free
That might have been
Palestine?
before.
No, that was after. It was after this came out too.
Okay.
So then the fact that he did it literally after it came out too and couldn't say free Palestine, I was like.
So basically he's saying, he's like, Khaled, you stay quiet. I'm getting dissed. I'm getting my beep hit off. I'm getting my head hit off. And you didn't say nothing. You didn't help. It might be some behind the scenes stuff we don't know about too. But he basically, that's what he's alluding to. And Khaled, from what I know, is his parents are Palestinian immigrants. So he's like, everything. I'm not getting into all that. I don't know the research. But he's saying you never said free Palestine. And then he said everything is in black, white, red, and green. What's the colors of the Palestinian flag? Black, red, white, and green. He said, I'm sensing everybody's true colors for real. I'm sensing the theme.
You can't even rep where you from. You can't even help. You know what I'm saying? There's too much going on, and you ain't even.
Basically, you can't even choose a side for your people. And so I'm supposed to think you're gonna choose a side for me? I'm seeing your true colors for real. Now let's get them shipped to National Treasure, which was one of my favorite disses, directly to DeMar DeRozan. And this he got on him, y'all. I can't lie. This was and very clever. I like how he did this. He said, I sent him a sack because I wanted him shipped to the king. When you was a part of the team, we used to be playing our Mexico trip this spring. We must have been dealing the spur of the moment because why did you think you could get us a ring? Basically, and I like the way he started this, y'all. He said, I sent him a sack because I wanted you shipped to the king. Where does DeMar DeRozan play for? Sac, he plays in Sacramento. What's the team named? The Kings, the Sacramento Kings. Play on the turn, play on the name of Sacramento Kings. He said when you was a part of the team, so DeMar DeRozan was a part of the Raptors, the Toronto Raptors, Drake's hometown team. He played there for 9 years. He said when you was a part of the team, we used to be playing our Mexico trip in the spring. So when basketball players, when they get eliminated from the playoffs, it's a joke. Oh, y'all going to Cancun. Y'all going to Cancun for y'all summer. Basically saying like when you was on the team, we was playing our summer vacations. We was going to Cancun. Because you wasn't going to get us no ring. We wasn't going to be playing in June no more because you was going to have us eliminated. He said, this was one of the ones. We must have been dealing in spur in the moment because why did you think? Because why? We must have been dealing in spur of the moment because why did you think because why did we think you could get us a ring? Spur of the moment, Kawhi. Kawhi Leonard was on the Spurs. He got traded for DeMar DeRozan. He's saying basically just playing on words. Kawhi Leonard was on the Spurs. Kawhi, basically he was saying Kawhi. Why did we think you could get us a ring? Then I like this too. He said they bragging about you went home. The effort they on, Crody, we sent him away. G-Pop sent us a reel from Dago, and then the next thing you knew, we was throwing parades. So was it not like us? Basically, he was like, oh, and we good. We got Kendrick said something like, oh, and we glad we got DeMar back or something like that. Basically, like DeMar back in the.
And he was in I think it was the Not Like Us video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because, I mean, he is, DeMar, if I'm not mistaken, is from Compton.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So he's from Compton. You know.
I'm trying to pull up exactly what he said. But basically, he was like, he basically was like, I'm glad, oh, there you go. I'm glad D-Rose came back. Y'all didn't deserve him neither.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Basically, he was like, yo, we got DeMar back. I'm glad he got back. And Drake, like I kept telling y'all at the beginning, Drake literally rebutted a lot of what Kendrick, not like us, you can literally pull up line by line. Drake's rebutting the whole thing. And he's like, basically, he's like, they bragging about when you went home, the F are you on, Crody? And you remember, that's what J. Cole was calling, that's what Kendrick was calling Drake of Euphoria. What was the line?
Funny, Crody.
Yeah, no, Crody, no, Crody. And he's basically like, they bragging that you went home. The fuck are you on? We sent him away. Like, we traded for him. Like, we traded him. We didn't trade, you know what I'm saying? He ain't go home.
He ain't go home.
We shipped him home.
Took him home. We sent his ass home.
Yeah. He said, G-Pop sent us a real one from Dago. G-Pop is Greg Popovich. Mm-hmm. And the next thing...
Is Kawhi from Dago?
I guess so. I don't know what his Dago. I don't know.
But Kawhi is also from, I think, Compton.
He's from Cali for sure, or
Cali,
LA, one of the areas. And then he said, and the next thing you know, we was throwing parades. Basically, Kawhi got us a chip, something, basically just playing on DeMar's.
Something that you couldn't do.
Yeah, playing, this is why I was like, ooh, this is one of the worst. This basically playing on DeMar's whole career. Like, we got you out of here, we got a ring, he did something that you could never do. Crazy. Yeah, to me, that was one of the worst disses. And then, but you know, he got a way to get at Kendrick on this as well. And what you could say almost about every song on here.
Yeah, he was taking that time to really
basically
break this stuff down, man.
The chorus, he said, come and do your show and get on the plane, but don't stick around in the six. Don't stick around in the six. Kendrick went on tour. He went to Toronto. And there was a lot being made of it. Basically, Drake is saying, you got out of there quick, fast, in a hurry, gang. Like, you wasn't... I don't even know if you stayed the night there, gang. You had a lot of police, and this is what people, like I said, we not in this.
All speculation. We don't know the truth. Like, why was TPS at my crib until the boys split?
Yeah, this was the boy got to dip out of six, run out of six, just like he did. Why was TPS in my crib until your boy slid? It is what it is. Basically saying, he's like, you got out the six quick, bro. You scared to be here. You got out the six quick, and you had police posted up at my house till you left. Now contrast this with Drake was saying. He said, I'm back in your city walking around with my head high. He's basically...
Like, I'm here. What you gonna... I ain't gotta, I'm out here. So.
He's basically saying, like, I'm good in your city. You not good in my city. Now we gonna get to Bees on the Table with 21 Savage. Just a little... it wasn't much I picked up on this song. But like I said, there's so many disses, so...
At this point, he was just flexing. He was just like, he was like, yeah, y'all trying to stop the flow but it's bees on the table at this point. Mm-hmm. That's how I felt this song. This song just felt more like they really trying to stop my money. They really trying to defame my character. But it's bees on the table at this point. Like, oh, okay. Like
he said this one line, Kevin Hart liquor, he shook, I'm gonna put you in sticky predicaments. This is a very nuanced bar. Like, you gotta be in the weeds to know this one. Basically, it's a video on YouTube right now of Kevin Hart on the Jimmy Fallon show, and he told a story of how he spilled liquor on Jay-Z. It was funny though. He wasn't trying to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying. He basically was telling a funny story, and Drake's just alluding to that. Kevin Hart liquor, he should. I'm gonna put you in sticky predicaments. Just slight jabs at Jay-Z, jabbing Jay-Z. Now we gonna go Too Hard for the Radio.
Which also, the whole song in general, they was like, oh, you think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pop?
Oh,
nigga?
I forgot about
and
that.
And mind you,
yeah.
So Mustard,
even
though they from Cali, but they not from the Bay, they, didn't really, oh, you think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pop? And who does he get to produce this song? Bay legends, P-Lo, I forgot the other two, but he got P-Lo to help produce this. Mm-hmm. A bunch of Bay.
Well, it's a Mac Dre beat,
but it's like paying homage
a sample.
To Mac Dre.
It's a sample, so it's a Mac Dre sample. But yeah, he did get other Bay Area producers to do it. I forgot about that. That's a good point.
Yeah,
basically, you think the Bay? Yeah, he's like, the Bay gonna let me do what I want, bro. The Bay rock with me. You from LA, and people think LA and the Bay, they cool, but they not the same. It's damn near a whole other state. So it's like.
It's like Houston, Dallas, not the literal exact same, but But I was surprised.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I was surprised when I saw that Pilo and them. I was like, oh, this Pilo and I was like, this real Bay. Like, but he been putting on, even Take Care. The motto was.
Yeah, he been rocking with the Bay.
He been rocking with the Bay. So he like, oh, you talking about is the Bay gonna let me disrespect Pop? The Bay gonna let me do whatever.
I rock with the Bay. The Bay rock with me. But you're right. I forgot about that. That basically what this whole track was. Like, you think I'm the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pac? It's like, the Bay with me. Like, I'm good. And then basically he said, I'm gonna show you what to do, little boy. Basically, like, I'm gonna show you how to make a smash. He's like, you tried it with Not Like Us. It was artificial. You bodied it. That wasn't this is his opinion. It wasn't a real hit. I'm gonna show you how to make a real hit. That's basically what he was saying.
And I'm gonna do it while paying homage to a real Bay artist. Mind you, he said, you think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pac as if Pac is from the Bay or something. I don't know if it was
basically like,
I don't know if he was saying that as if Pac was from the Bay, but also Pac ain't even from Cali.
But let's not get into
no,
that.
I'm just well,
but he's saying
that is relevant. That is relevant. Like,
we trying to start a whole nother thing.
No, nigga, everybody know that. Everybody, like, it's not
That's
starting
fine.
shit. But he reps for the West Coast. He reps for Cali. But it's well documented that man is not from the Bay. So I don't even know why he said that. It's like, you think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pop? First off, he not even from the Bay. So it's like, and then, but he was like, okay, you think
But
the Bay?
this is what I think. I think Kendrick knows that Drake fucked with the Bay. He's like, the Bay ain't even going for that shit. He like, you think LA ain't going for it? They ain't even going for it.
It's like, nigga, you think the Bay, but I got the Bay. I got some of the best artists or the best producers helping me make this song from the Bay. And I'm paying homage to one of the Bay Area's favorite artists.
So now he starts dissing DJ Mustard on this. He said, Mustard heard about it's got to catch up to the slabs. You ain't had one since me and YG rap. Fags, 900 million for the tracks. Rack City, we don't remember that. Damn, you should try and get back to that. This new shit, you could have kept it on the lab. Fag, and a nigga doing lab. Basically saying like, we'll play on words with Mustard name. Mustard heard about it's got to catch up. Mustard catch up. Very self-explanatory. You ain't had one since me and YG rap. Basically, you ain't had a slap. You ain't had a hit since me and YG did Who Do You Love? Y'all remember Who Do You Love? That shit was crazy. 2014.
14, yeah.
Basically saying like, you ain't had a hit since 2014, gang. Like, you ain't had one since me and YG hopped on that thing, which is not true.
It's not true. I mean, I hear you, but
that ain't true. Mustard's been having hits.
I'm sorry, I ain't going.
Yeah, we can't co-sign.
I hear you, but no, we ain't gonna co-sign that. If we talking about producers though, Mustard and Metro out of the beef and just producer wise, yeah, Mustard and Metro definitely up there in the top 5 producers right now.
So then and this slipped past, I had to do my little research on this one. This was one of the lines, I'm like, oh wow. He said, basically the end of the song, he was like, damn, y'all was really island hopping back then, huh? Now your names got redacted. Yeah, now a nigga got a fact check. What? Basically, if you know, island hopping,
Palm Beach Pete.
Jeffrey Epstein Island, Jay-Z and Pusha T names was both in that thing. Now it was from an anonymous tip. There's a lot of people's names, but basically he's like, but your names got redacted. Now your name's not in there. He's like,
seems suspicious.
He said, nah, nigga got a fact check. Like, why were y'all names in there? Basically calling attention to it.
I mean, Michael Jackson's name was also in there, but there's different reasons why people was in the files versus why other people was in the files. So, I mean, but at the end of the day, you was in them files.
He just calling attention to it. Now we're going to go to Make Them Remember. He said, I'm the golden goose shaking things up in Lucian's house. Basically, Lucian Grange, president of UMG, he's saying, basically like, I'm the golden goose. I'm the one that's giving. This whole song is on Kendrick and basically him explaining the UMG situation a little bit. Like, he's like, I'm the golden goose. I'm the one that gave him all they hits, and I'm shaking things up in his house now. Like, me and him, basically saying me and Lucy are not good right now. Like, I know y'all thought, because people be like, Lucy and that's Drake's. I think Kanye said that. He was like, that's Drake daddy or something.
Yeah, he was basically saying that's you his little like errand boy, like. But also he generated like billions of dollars for these people, and then
And now he's suing them.
Yeah. Because they allowed certain things to defame his quote unquote character. Because it's like, oh, so you gonna let this other artist that's also a part of your label spread misinformation about the person that's been basically being your golden goose? Like, oh, okay.
Now I didn't know this. I did my research on this too, and yeah, this one caught me off guard. He said if Drake take out the AK, maybe he be in jail just based off the name that it spells. What happened? Drake, D-R-A-K-E. If we take the AK out of Drake, it's a play on words. Basically saying if I take an AK, y'all take me to jail. But if you take the AK out my name, it will be Dre. Who he talking about, y'all? Dr. Dre. Who one of Kendrick mentors, role models? Dr. Dre. Just keep going. Just based off the name that it spells. What they say they just smelled. I heard they got a special place in hell for niggas joking about evil when they did it themselves. Basically saying everything you accusing me of, this abuse, this and that, Dr. Dre did it. And you did. I mean, Kendrick, you're saying you got allegations, not allegations, but Drake already brought some of that stuff up. So he's saying it's a special place in hell for Dr. Dre, and I think he's taking aim at Dr. Dre as well, because apparently Dr. Dre and like I did my research, and Lucy and Grange have a good relationship as well, which could, and this is the theory going around. They saying Dr. Dre and Lucien was cool, so that's why Lucien may have sided with Kendrick during the beef for Dre and things like that. So now he's basically taking aim at Dre on the beef, saying, y'all basically Dr. Dre, you on Kendrick's side, or Dr. Dre's on Kendrick's side, but he's got worse allegations than me. He beat women up, and Dr. Dre got numerous cases. You know what I'm saying? He's saying you did stuff like that.
You gonna listen to somebody that slapped D Barnes? And that's an Eminem bar.
Oh yeah, that's what.
That was off of Guilty Conscience. Mm-hmm. That's an Eminem bar. So this has been documented, but we ain't gonna get into like that. But yeah. So yeah.
Like this whole thing, he talked a lot on this. He said y'all was riding around all summer, pedal bars going crazy, but pedal bars going #1. And yet y'all trying to tell me who's grooming who. Play on words, y'all was riding around all summer in bikes, pedal bars, pedal as in pedophone, and then pedal as in pedal on your bike. He's saying y'all was he's like basically like that's what y'all was listening to. He was like y'all was listening to all this going #1, but y'all trying to say who's grooming who. Basically like he basically saying all this shit weird. He's like he put these crazy allegations on my name. And y'all riding around to this stuff like it's good. Like he's like, that's sick. Basically like, that's sick. He said, is it the fair skin or the Jewish roots? Why people not want to see me on top of the mountain like the dew? Basically saying, why y'all don't want to see me win, man? Like, is it because I'm Jewish? Is it because I'm light skinned and I'm mixed? And they don't want to see me on top of the mountain, Mountain Dew? You know what I'm saying? Playing on words, but he's like, why everybody don't want to see me win? He said, and fuck a Billboard #1, man, whoop-de-doo. They rigging the game because you fighting the biggest artist. They trying to have me stuck in the same position like rigor mortis. Basically like...
That's a Kendrick song, by the way, too.
Mm-hmm. Rigor mortis. ADHD?
Yeah, off of, no. The
Section
song,
80?
Yeah, I think the song is off Section 80, but it's called Rigor Mortis. So that's also...
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of a slight.
Ain't no little bit. Or no, yeah. I'm about to say it ain't no sneak. Yeah, it's little, but yeah. Basically saying the whole industry again. UMG against them. Y'all trying to rig the game. Y'all don't want to see me go #1. So he's saying they rigging the game. Basically, it's a theory out here that UMG isn't playing him on the radio. If y'all notice, his radio numbers are down. Like I said, you research it yourself. Basically, he's not getting the radio listings that he's got in the past and that other people have gotten. And he's saying that's the reason he didn't go #1. He said, y'all rigging the game, prevent me from going #1. He actually posted this on IG. He said, when his song, it was, What Did I Miss? When he dropped that single, it came out #2. I think he put some on his Instagram like, Suppressor on the #1 spot. I'm taking that soon. Don't worry. One song or another. Rule changes and all. And I think it was doing my research. It was a rule change basically where like Billboard was gonna look into radio plays more to go #1. Basically, they were charting that more and taking more impact on that. And UMG wasn't giving him no radio play. So that's basically why he's saying you rigging the game, trying to keep me in the same position like rigor mortis.
Oh, or like Kendrick. Ooh. Like how Kendrick was. Maybe a little bit of a reach, but I don't know.
Now let's talk about my boy Bron, man. He said, "Please stop asking."
Now
me.
you gotta say you are a Bron fan. This is.
Oh yeah, we gonna get to that.
You a Bron fan for sure, but yeah.
He said, "Please stop asking me what's going on with 23andMe. I'm a real, and he's not. It's not in my DNA." Basically, like, stop asking me what's going on with Bron. Bron's number is 23. Basically, stop asking me what's going on with him. I'm a real nigga. And isn't 23andMe like a DNA thing or something like that? Is where you get. So, like he said, I'm a Bron stan, y'all. Like, I'm a Bron fan that's my GOAT. I've been a fan of Bron since 2003 when he got drafted. I was 5 years old. And I'm here to say this. Bron, you dead wrong, gang. Listen, black man, we gotta hold each other accountable, bro. Like, for real, like, Bron, you dead wrong, gang. If that's your man, like I said, this is my man's. If someone going on there talking about some Christian doing this, he doing that, if someone did him on his jacket in a song, and then you see me on the song dancing, hitting the crib, that looks crazy, Bron. That looks crazy, Bron. I don't care if you
went to the pop out and was showing your ass, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, bro.
Probably didn't even know the lyrics for real.
You look crazy, bro. And I know, like, and apparently they say him and Kendrick cool too, but you and Drake was best friends. This what Drake's saying. We saw y'all hanging out a lot, gang. We saw him come on your podcast. And y'all did an interview and Drake was like,
"What did I tell you?"
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. And Bron told him, "What did I tell you?" He said, "I could never let you down." That y'all look, you look crazy, but y'all look like best friends, gang. And for you to go on that stage, bro, and dance to your mans getting humiliated, talked about, defiled, slandered,
probably defamed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
that's not right, Bron. Like, we gotta call it out, bro. Like, that's not right. So when people be like, Drake taking this personal, he doing a lot. No, if my man's got on there and doing, we never cool, and I'm never letting that go. So I feel Drake on why he feels some of that pain, bro. And it's just like, stop asking me what's going on with him. I'm a real nigga. He not one.
And it's funny. I'ma just want to address how people have been kind of talking about like, oh, this whole album kind of sounds like Drake is just so salty about like, oh, nobody wants to be my friend. I'm like, y'all be holding grudges on family members that do y'all wrong, but let somebody, I'm like, yeah, how would you feel if, mind you going through that, but also publicly, and you could potentially be lied on in the media and things be swayed. Like, how would you feel? I'm not necessarily like,
especially we're not talking about no regular claims.
Yeah, exactly. Like this ain't no like, oh he a liar. He owed me like $30,000. He didn't want to pay it back. Like that's chump change to these niggas. This ain't even about money. This is like real life.
You trying to end me. You trying to ruin my character, my reputation,
my career, my reputation. Yeah, so it's like
it's deeper than a rap battle.
And all this is going on publicly. So man,
Bron, you wrong. I still love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's still love. You know what I'm saying? It's still
one more year, Bron. One more. You got to play with Bryce now.
But yeah, you know that's what it comes down to. So then he got on. Next bar, he said, I could have fell back. I like this bar a lot. I could have fell back like the married rapper, but we engaged. I told y'all I'm settled in my evil ways. Another, jab at Cole. If y'all don't, J. Cole is married. It was a video where Ryan Coogler announced his marriage. Like, I guess Cole told him, and then he announced it unknowingly. And
he was like, is it a secret? He was like, I mean, they know now. Like, you know what I mean?
So he said, I could have fell, basically talking about the beef now. I could have fell back like Cole did, but we engaged, talking about him and Kendrick. Like, and we in it now, we engaged in this beef. And I told you I'm settled on my evil ways. J. Cole and Drake got a song on For All the Dogs Deluxe. It's hard, called Evil Ways, and where they just going back and forth rapping. So basically that's just a dig at Cole. Like, I could have fell back like that nigga, but we and you, we in it. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm settled in my evil ways. That's a song me and him had together.
And then It's Not in My DNA. Also probably a slight, like, I'm a real nigga, he's not, it's not in my DNA. That's also probably DNA Kendrick. Maybe. That, he was addressing one, but it could be also, I'm a real nigga, he's not Kendrick DNA. Maybe.
Yeah, he references a lot of Kendrick songs. So yeah. These niggas think that the spot is up for grabs. They'll never see the day. To be number one, you gotta lead the way. And to hold on to something over my head forever, you're still a couple feet away. Basically, he's talking about Kendrick. He's like,
or just short bar.
Yeah, or just anybody who's like, y'all think this, you think I'm done? You think it's spot up for grabs? You'll never have it. Basically talking about Kendrick, like, as long as I'm here, bro, you'll never be number one. And he said something like that on Buried Alive. Like, I think he's like, the day you'll see the top is gonna be the end of me. Like, I gotta die for you to go number one. Like, it'll never be like, I gotta go away. Like, I gotta die for you to be number one. And then he said, you gonna try to hold this. And then this, I think, is the strongest point. You gonna try to hold this beef over me forever that you won. I'm still number one. Basically, that's his whole point in this. Like, hold what you want. You might have won. You did this like that. You still not taking my spot. And then there's another short joke, of course, you know. And people, for you people that get tired of the short jokes, Jay-Z did the same. If you keep it with Bap, this is how it is. If you got one little issue, one little defect, people gonna go in on it. Kendrick not gonna stop talking about how Drake light skin and Mick and all that.
Drake, or they calling him zesty or all this other stuff, or you know, like, we all know certain things may look weird, but like, or he ain't no real. You ain't black, you can, or not. First off, not like us. You not American, one, and you don't understand the American black experience. You Canadian, and on top of that, your mom's white. You know what I'm saying? But that's also, you know, they don't say that about J. Cole.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, for everybody who's tired of that, them short jokes. I mean, J. Cole was calling, not J. Cole, Jay-Z was calling Nas pipsqueak, and your arm's too short to reach with a guy, too short to box with a guy. Like, that's just, you know, that's just how it is.
Mind you, Nas killed Jay-Z. I'm sorry. I don't care what nobody say. Nas won that.
Very next bar. Your insecurities keep spamming season to season like you Issa Rae. Plot twist, the owl never sees the cage. The owl only wakes up to seize the day. I like that a lot. Basically, well, let's talk about it. Your insecurities keep spamming. And this is where a lot of people think the beef is. Like, you mad at Drake because he number one. Now, I don't know. That's just what Drake Cole and what a lot of Drake
Kendrick
fans.
said it himself. He the biggest hater.
Yeah, basically, like, you only mad at me. It's no real beef. You just hating and you jealous of me. Your insecurities go year to year to year. Like Issa Rae, basically the show Insecure, which is also based in L.A. or Cali. I think it's L.A.
No, it's definitely Cali.
Yeah, so there's another play on that. Plot twist, the owl never sees the cage. Not Like Us video, they had the owl in the cage and he locked the cage, and then Kendrick was just hard as hell. Kendrick just looking at Kendrick was just looking at the owl, like,
walk off.
Yeah, and then just walks off. But he's saying,
trying to put that man in timeout.
Mm-hmm. He said, that'll never be me. The owl will never see the cage. The owl only wakes up to seize the day. Now this next bar, I like this. I think this is a good attack on Kendrick. He said, talking about hiding the Bible. Remember, Not Like Us. Beat your ass and had the Bible of God watching. He said, maybe y'all should read a page, iced out crosses on their necks, thinking Jesus saves. What even if he does, nigga? Either way, the blasphemy you talk about, none that you'll be. The blasphemy you talk, let me know that your amazing grace is gonna be delayed. You niggas should be ashamed. Basically, like, you talking about the Bible, and then he say something about when on E4 he was like talking to my kids, reading the Bible. You don't know nothing about that. You remember that? Basically, he's saying, like, Drake, you're not no Christian, bro. You're not in the Bible. You don't be reading the Bible. You don't know nothing that you talking about when it comes to this Christian stuff. And then he said, beat your ass and had the Bible God watching. So it's a play on, like I said, he got a lot of rebuttals, y'all. He rebuttaling that bar. And then he also saying, like, you tried to come at me because I don't read the Bible and I'm not a real Christian, even though Drake is Jewish. But basically saying I don't know, if he's Jewish, then they don't read the Bible. I don't know. Basically he's saying, like, you talking about I'm not in my faith, I don't do this, but you represent blasphemy. You on these tracks talking about, are you wearing this horn of cross? You wearing this crown of horns? Basically, you saying you committing blasphemy every time, but you gonna act like you the perfect Christian and saying I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do.
Kendrick also did on a song before say that I'm an Israelite, don't call me black no more. Now, if you don't understand the whole, like, black Israelites, black Jews, because one, also him not being like us. If Kendrick looks at himself as like a black Israelite, which is the original Jews as far as, like, who is like the rightful.
Hold on. Don't get too deep now.
No, but it does go into that.
No, fact. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, so the original, like, chosen people were the Black Israelites. So that's why he was like, Kendrick said this. He's like, I'm an Israelite. Don't call me black no more. But also, like, they say the new Jewish people are different from the old Jewish. So it's like, also another, like, not like us or whatever, but he was like, you was claiming I'm not a Christian, but you over here doing blasphemous acts, wearing the crowns, certain things like that. So yeah,
that's basically what that bar was. Basically, like, you thinking you this, you saying that. Yeah, he said the fact that you had to bring up those talks to get some plays, goodness gracious, God wanna wipe that little smug look right off your face. All you really did was cap like uppercase. He's like, bro, you had to bring up pedo talks and all this just to get your shit to ring off. He's like, you had to do all that? He's like, good Lord. He's like, I'm gonna wipe that smug look off your face. We all know what he's talking about. Say Drake. Not like us. He said, say Drake.
Hey, I like him now.
He basically told him, like, God gonna wipe that look off your face, bro.
Now, as much as I love to, at the end of the day, if things don't get confirmed, they don't get confirmed. As much as I like to say shit look weird, when it comes to these allegations, you can't really. But Drake definitely has had some weird situations. But everybody that they've claimed that something happened or whatever, other than I think there was like a video at like a concert back in the day or something. Because shit can look weird, but when it really boiled down to like these allegations and stuff like that, like that is some serious. It's serious. So. But, yeah.
And he talked about Kendrick. This is, to me, this is a direct diss to Kendrick. But he did also mention Joe Budden. I watched the scout spaz with a puzzled face. Who knows which one of his bubble-shaped teens I must have ushered to the double gauge. Showed her the time of her life while broski having stomach aches. Hearing about good times at Lover's Lake and send her back to you while you sleepwalking naked in another state. You'll live to see another day, and even if you don't, it's just another day. We ain't crying for your punk either way. Anyway, basically, Joe Budden podcast, he was saying y'all was spazzing on me. You said I was, and this is Drake. Joe was saying Drake's dead. He's saying he's never gonna recover. He's like, I'm not talking to a corpse no more. Drake's like, I watch you spaz with a puzzled face. But he's like, I know this was about. And if you know, Drake and Joe Budden been going at it for years, and even Pump It Up, she got a good head on them. They've been dissing each other for years. And the theory is it's all started from a woman named Tahiri Jose that was, so loving hip hop, Joe Budden proposed to this woman. She told him no on the show. And then 2 weeks later, it was a photo of her in Lover's Lake, like Drake mentioned, with them swimming with dolphins.
With Drake and her?
Yes.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that. So
Yeah.
I didn't watch Love and Hip Hop. I didn't watch all that. I wasn't tapped in like that.
That's why he's saying hearing about good times at Lover's Lake and send her back. And then about a year ago now, Joe Budden got caught sleepwalking. He said he was sleepwalking. Basically, he got caught on a Ring camera butt naked. His neighbors, I think the police got called. Yeah. You didn't hear about this? Yeah.
No.
Basically, he was naked. Basically, he was walking into his neighbor's house or whatever, butt naked. And he said he was sleepwalking. So that's when that's the diss on him. Send her back to you while you sleepwalking naked in another state. And then this one, the cruelest part. If you'll live to see another day, and even if you don't, it's just another day. We won't cry for your punk ass anyway.
You know what I thought this bar meant when he said? Because I didn't know who he was talking about here. Mm-hmm. I thought he was saying like while you sleepwalking, like while you like not realizing I'm fucking your girl, like you over here like in a daze, like or in a trance.
But basically,
like,
just to end the bar when he says, and you'll live to see another day, and even if you don't, it's just another day. We ain't crying for your punk ass anyway. He's like, you'll live again, like whatever you went through, you'll live again. But even if you don't, we don't give up. That's what he was saying. He's like, it's another day. Basically, he's trying to tell Joe, and he said he hates this man. I don't know what they got going on, but he's like, whatever happens, we won't give a fuck if you dead or not. That's basically what he told Joe. It's just another day, and if you died, we won't cry for you anyway. And then this, to me, you remember 8 a.m. in Charlotte when he said, you never Kobe Bryant to us. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
People were saying that was about Joe. Like, you was never Kobe to us. You was never this, you try to make yourself seem like you this legend in the game. Like, you was never Kobe Bryant to us. Or that was about Kendrick. That was the other theory.
Yeah.
So then we got the last song, man. Make Them Know. And to me, this is one of another, just, I'm not saying it's a diss, but it's just a good direction to take at Kendrick if you're Drake. Like, I think this album, he had more time to think. Because y'all got to know, and this is my thing with it too. I think Drake went into that, and we'll get into that too. I think Drake went into that Kendrick battle underestimating Kendrick a little bit. I think Kendrick had years of playing in this battle. I really do think Kendrick went into this battle like, I'm gonna go this angle. If you do this, I think he had like 10 plans. He had mastermind. I think he had hundreds of diss records. Not hundreds, but you know what I'm saying. I think
they had a bunch of shit.
Yeah, over 20 diss records that he could have threw Drake's way. And I don't think Drake was prepared. So I think now that he's had time to like sit on this for it's been 2 years, which is crazy. I think he's had time.
But is it though?
What you mean?
Is it really that crazy? Like,
it's
in the
like,
sense of how, because if you say like, okay, if you came into this unprepared, mind you, this whole beef started not because of.
No, I'm saying 2 years is crazy. But go with what you saying.
I'm just saying as far as like coming into a rap beef unprepared, which
yeah,
they always say, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. But it's also like if somebody had this loaded, and then it's also like certain things being said that's like, I'm not about to address that because ain't none of that true. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, then you saying things that really ain't true. So it's like, you know what? I can't even fight this because the media and how it's being, you know, looked at is like, oh, I'm already, ain't nobody really wanting to hear my side. Even if they saying, oh, where you at, Drake? Where you at? They ain't really trying to hear my side because of what's being said, because of the shock value.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I'm gonna let this die down. I'm gonna back out. They say, oh, you need to go. He need to just stop rapping and make some songs for the girls and do it. And then he does that, and then he leaves. And then, you know, now he comes back and addresses all of it. So I'm like, in my opinion, is 2 years really that crazy? And mind you, he had been touring all in this time. So.
No, I was just saying no. I'm saying like it's just been crazy. It's already been 2 years.
Oh no, yeah, it's been.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
I'm like, damn, it's already
kind of went by quick.
Yeah, I'm like, it's already been 2 years. But I was saying like. So now I feel like Drake is coming with a lot more ammunition at Kendrick. Like I'm saying, if you would have took this in the first battle, you might have fared a little bit better. But it's hard though because Kendrick was so prepared, and I feel like Drake wasn't prepared at all for this. But this is like I say, and this is another rebuttal. Kendrick was talking about one of his albums. He's like, my shit a classic. You don't have one. Basically saying you ain't got no classics. Now this is Drake's rebuttal. How do they say they got classics if it's the shit that you never revisited? And if it's the shit that you revisited, then why I'm the boss of the business then? Basically, like, if your shit is a classic, like you saying it is, why does my shit have more streams than you? Why are people going back to my albums and listening to it and not back to your albums and listening to it? My shit has more streams than you. So if you claim you got classics, you claim you got more classics than me, why am I still on top of the streaming numbers? Why are people going back to my albums and not going back to your numbers? And regardless of if you disagree, if you don't agree, like I said, we have no fight in this. The numbers are the numbers, and Drake has more streams than Kendrick. So that's why I was saying this was a good rebuttal to me. This was a good way to say like, oh, you got classics? Okay.
Where they at?
Yeah, why are people not streaming them like they streaming mine? I got the classics. People are going back and listening to my stuff.
We both know they got classics though. We
Facts.
both know. And if I dare say so, probably as many classics they both have. Like,
yeah.
Kendrick, in my opinion, you could argue has about 4 to 5.
Yes.
Drake has about 4 to 5. At least like clear classic albums, projects, however you want to dice it up.
Agreed.
They both got about the same amount. And about the same amount of like time in the game. You know.
Like I said, man, so that was we couldn't get all the disses in. We couldn't get everything in, y'all, but that was a good majority of them. Like I said, it's still stuff we missed. We not Drake. We not in his head, and we not the people he's dissing. Only it's certain stuff in here nobody will get but Jay, but Kendrick, but you know what I'm saying? With J. Cole, it's only they will get it. But we try to do the best we can. So after, let's just give our good reviews on the album, man. How do you rate this album? You know, I mean, we go 1 through 10. I'll let you go first.
Okay, off of first listen.
No, just off how you feeling now.
Oh, where I'm at now.
This is
it's solid. It's not my favorite. It's definitely.
I'm just talking about Iceman.
No, yeah, we're just talking about Iceman. No, I'm saying it's not my favorite, but I mean it's Drake. Like it's not bad. It's just not probably something that I'm just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna run this back. Like,
oh, you don't think it's got great replay value?
I'm not saying it don't. I'm saying there's certain songs that I would, probably here and there, but just like on some like this, in my opinion, was just like a virtual, like this was like a musical diary addressing like the whole beef and kind of just
a lot in
this
album.
Is not an album that I'm gonna say that like, oh, in my spare time I want to go bump Iceman like on some like, yeah, I want to vibe out to Iceman because it's like I don't want to hear that. And half the time, I'm gonna be real, this whole beef shit, I feel like a lot of it was fabricated. Like,
by who?
Just fabricated. I feel like it's fabricated. It's
you think Drake or Jake? What you mean by that though?
They can all be friends at the end of the day, and we don't know Lord. It. I'm not saying they are. I'm not saying they are. But okay, this is why I feel like some of this shit is fabricated. Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, but you rocking with Future again.
That don't mean it's fabricated.
But the whole
that just means niggas being fake.
But I'm saying they dropped 2 whole albums, Metro and Future.
How you feel about the album, man?
if I had to rate it if I'm just rating it out of 10, it's a solid 7.
I'm not mad at that.
It's a solid 7.
I feel like this is one of Drake's best rapping albums that he's dropped in a while. Even though
it's the most in depth.
Yeah.
If you want to say that it's heavy bars, but a lot of these bars are very light. A lot of these bars are very light.
Drake has a lot of filler bars. Yeah. He's always done that. But if we're not counting the because I liked Her Loss a lot, but I feel like this is the rap album that a lot of people been wanting from Drake. Probably I gotta go look at the discography, but just bar for bar, and you know me, I'm not the biggest fan for All the Dogs.
No, that's fine. I still wouldn't agree that this is his. I mean, I hear what you're saying because of where it's at right now, but like where it's gonna end up, it's definitely not gonna be his best bar. Like people will look back and be like, nah, it really wasn't like that. It was like, I mean, he definitely has bars on here, like, but having a bunch of bars doesn't mean that they always they're gonna hit better or they're gonna stand the test of time more than some other stuff.
So to me, just looking back, right now I have this album better than For All the Dogs. I think I have it better than for Certified Lover Boy.
The sad part is I can't.
Damn, I didn't gotta let me do my review. I got it better than For All the Dogs. I got it better than Certified Lover Boy. I got it better than Dark Lane Demo. So to me, this would be his best album since Scorpion. Definitely from a rap and bars perspective. So I'm very pleased with this album, actually. First listen, it came out Friday night, so I've had like 3-4 days to listen to it. So I'm very, especially with how he came back, because I knew he had to address a lot of this beef stuff. And I feel like he did that and some. Like, I could break down every line from Not Like Us and say, Drake had a rebuttal for this, Drake had a rebuttal for this. So I like that. Like, say what you want about Drake, bro, but he's never shied away from beef. Pusha T, when he came at him, Drake she jumped right into it. And then even after he lost, Drake won. And I'm gonna sound like I'm Ron Drake, but that's what I like about him though. Like, he never gonna give up. He never gonna say, oh, y'all won that, I'm off of that. Like, he's like, you won that? Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Like, he the nigga that you get in the fade, you beat him up. He wanna keep going. He wanna keep running it back till he win. And it's like, you gotta respect that, bro. He could lay down. Like Meek. Like, Meek got killed and Meek came back with championships, but it's still never been the same.
It wasn't I mean, he revived his career, but he never really, he responded to certain things with, I think it was like some type of little EP that he did back in the day. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to the rap beef side, Drake is probably like 2-2. Because Joe Budden tried to rap battle him, that wasn't going nowhere.
But he never.
He won that. He won against.
I'll say that Drake is the most battle-tested rapper ever. No one's been in more facts. No one has been in more beefs than Drake. No one has been tested.
50.
Yeah. But no, I'm saying, but 50 would go out shooting it, and I talked to you about this the other day. No one has been shot at. Okay, let me rephrase it. No one has been shot at more than Drake. No rapper has been shot at. Lyrically in the game, in the beef, yes. No rapper has been tested more than Drake. No one has been shot at. No one's been more battle tested than him. And my thing, to me, I never seen him shy away from a battle. Even after he loses, he get knocked down. Then this is what I liked about this album. He's still, and I told people that. I said, if you think Drake just gonna come to the next album, just rap like everything good, no. This is basically what we said for the last 10 years with these subtle shots between Drake and Kendrick is gonna happen another 10 years, y'all. And this wasn't subtle to me anyway. Honestly, I think
Kendrick
Kendrick
gonna be more direct now.
I think Kendrick can respond to some of this stuff. I think this stuff was so direct that Kendrick, I think he is gonna respond. And I think he will. And I think we're in for something else too. I don't think it's over. I really don't think this is over, y'all. I think Kendrick gonna have some shots and Drake's gonna want to answer them shots. And but yeah, overall, what would I rate the album? To me, this is his best individual album since Scorpion. His best out, but it's not better than her. Her loss is good, y'all. Her loss is crazy.
It's not better than her loss, in my
It's not. Facts. So it's his best album since her loss. It's his best individual album since Scorpion. So I'm with you. I would give it an 8.5 or an 8. I was very pleased with the album overall. And we just talking about rapping, like artistry aside, just rapping. I think it's one of his better rapping albums where he displayed his ability. Like I think if it's just rapping ability, he probably is a top 5, top 3 Drake album from a rapping standpoint. Okay, where would you put this in his discography?
Me personally, I'm just looking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's definitely on the.
So Drake has 1, 2, 3.
It's on the lower end. It's on the lower end right now. I personally, we haven't talked about the other two.
Drake has 21 official studio albums. Where would you rate this one? Not counting Comeback Season. That's the EP. Just 21 official studio albums.
It's definitely on the lower end for me.
So which ones are worse than this album?
I'm going to just say it like this. I won't talk about all the other ones, but out of the 3 that he just dropped, this is number 2. I liked Habibti better than Iceman, but I liked Maid of Honor the least.
Okay.
So out of those 3 that he just dropped, Iceman's number 2. Habibti, in my opinion, had the most replay value, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But we ain't talking about those. But I'm just be real, just if I'm skimming, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not putting this album over. I'm not putting it over. Take Care. Hold on. I'm not putting it over Take Care. I'm not putting it over Nothing Was the Same.
You can say this on the lower end, so I want to hear you name all 20 albums. What one does it go over?
It's better than Honestly Nevermind.
Okay. So number 20 out of 21.
I could give, it's better than probably Thank Me Later and So Far Gone as it stands in the sense of where it is right now. If you just want to talk about nostalgia and where it ends up later, but where it is right now for how I felt when I first listened to an album or you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I say it probably is better off of first, but all of those are still don't get it twisted. So Far Gone and Thank Me Later, please do not sleep on them albums. But just where it stands in his discography, I definitely think, in my opinion, it's better than More Life.
Damn. Okay.
Iceman is better than More Life. I wouldn't put it over. I think that's it.
Okay.
It's low key probably neck and neck with some Sexy Songs for You. Neck and neck. They probably tied. Okay. I would put Habibti over both of those.
Wow.
Over Iceman and Sexy Songs. But Sexy Songs was good.
It was.
It was really,
wow.
good. It just that's both of them. I think you know what it was? I think I really did enjoy Party's cuts on this on that album a lot, but it was both of them. So it's
So for me, and this depends on what Drake you like too. That's a big part of this. I'm rapping Drake, introspective Drake rapping about money, being introspective, reflecting, rapping about women, rapping about how people against him, and he gonna prove. I love that Drake. That's my favorite type of Drake. So I love this album. You know what I'm saying? So to me, this is up there for me. Now, if you like R&B Drake, or you like melody Drake, then you're gonna like Habibti. Are you gonna like Maid of Honor? You know what I'm saying? But if you like the type of Drake I like, then this is a great album for you. So with that being said, my Drake, Nothing Was the Same. That's his best album to me. Take Care is his second best album to me.
See, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna try to rate them.
But mine's gonna be hot. You gonna name 30 albums for
I was gonna just go through the ones that's on streaming. I wasn't even gonna go through like his mix, cause mixtape Drake. That's a whole
I'm
nother
saying, but you
genre.
got it like bottom 5. I'm gonna go Take Care. Oh no, I'm gonna go Nothing Was the Same. I'm gonna go Take Care. I'm gonna go Views. I'm gonna go Her Loss, and then I'm gonna go Iceman. That's how I feel.
So Iceman's top 5. Man.
Iceman is top 5 Drake right now. And like I said, that's just the Drake I like. I think this is a top 5 album for Drake. But yeah, like you said, the test of time. I could come back, revisit it, because replay value is huge. Like, Nothing Was the Same is the best album he's ever made to me, because I go back and listen to it all the time. Her Loss, I listen to it all the time. That's why it's top 4 or 5. So
I'm gonna say Views is his best. Where it stands right now.
Okay, yeah. So you give your top 5.
Top 5. I'm gonna say Views is number 1. Ooh, it's so hard with Nothing Was the Same and Take Care, because that's like, for a long time that was 1 and 2. I think personally it'll go Views, Take Care, then Nothing Was the Same, but they so close. Dark Lane Demo Tapes is one of my personal favorites. And we're just talking about individuals. I'm not gonna go into because I didn't talk about What a Time to Be Alive.
I put Her Loss in number 4.
If I'm just talking about individual. So if we're talking about projects, then I probably would put Her Loss as number 5. But if it's just individual, I'm not gonna lie. Certified Lover Boy kind of grew on me. I might put it at number 5.
Okay.
But yeah. Because I didn't like Certified Lover Boy as much as I do now.
Do you think this album has the potential to be a classic the more you listen to it and the more it grows on you? Or is it, you had it in his bottom 5 worst albums, is it going to stay there, or does this have the potential?
It has the potential to rise. I got to see how this, if and when, if there's some rebuttals to this album, then we'll see where it's at. But, you know.
To me, I think this album is, if I could put a classic label on it, I would put a classic label on this. Because,
right now?
Because listen, just the historic nature of hip hop. He got into the biggest battle of hip hop history. All eyes were on Drake, how he was gonna respond. If he responded poorly and put up a bad album, his career would have been over with, in my opinion. He put out a great album and he addressed everything on that bar. Everything that was said about him, he addressed everything. So to me, this is gonna be a classic moment. And when we look back at Drake's discography and wherever his career, even though he's on the tail end of his career now, we're gonna be like, yo, like, he lost that battle, but kind of, and there's another person, Jay-Z lost the Nas battle and he went on to be the greatest rapper of all time. So I think we're gonna look back at this album from Drake, like, he bounced back. So that's why I think it's gonna be a classic. But man,
I ain't mad at it.
We back, man. Episode 27 in the books, man. Full Iceman review. I appreciate y'all. I know this is a long video, man. I appreciate you for sitting through. I'm gonna try to put these videos out bi-weekly, man. We just gonna keep it going. We might do a Habiti review, man, but sports, all that, we gonna get straight to it, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Subscribe, like the video, do all that for me.
Out.
Beach me, baby. Call my phone and say you need me, baby.